This video is going to help you work on worksheet 13.1 if you had some trouble getting started. Maybe you're absent or you're just having an off day. So on number 1, 3, and 5, they wanted me to find the first 4 terms. So to find the first 4 terms, I have to let n equal 1, n equal 2, n equal 3, and n equal 4. And then I'm just going to plug in. So on this first example, to get the first term, I'm going to plug in 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5, first term. Now I'm going to go plug in 2. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. Let me do it again. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9. And then 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11. After you find the first 4 terms, they ask you to write down if it's arithmetic, geometric, or neither. Because this one is adding, I can already tell it's arithmetic. On 11 through 25, you have to tell me if it's arithmetic, geometric, or neither, and then write the formula. So let's look at number 11. I'm going from 1 to 4 to 7 to 10. Am I adding, am I subtracting, or am I multiplying? Well, to get from 1 to 4, I add 3. 4 to 7, I add 3. And 7 to 10, I add 3. So this is arithmetic. And my common difference is 3, because I'm adding 3 every time. That's the first thing you do. Then they want me to write the formula for the nth term. So I have to go use my arithmetic formula. So we're going to go plug in. It says Tn equals, that means what is the first term? So write down 1 plus, it's always going to say n minus 1, and it's going to be times d. My d is 3. And we're going to distribute and get 3n minus 3. And then we're going to combine like terms and get 3n. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. And there you go. That's it. And you're going to do the same thing all the way through 25. On 29 and 31, they want you to find the 20th term on 29 and the 50th term on number 31. So to find the 20th term, I'm going to need to know which equation to use. It's arithmetic. Alright, so let's go see what we have. To find the 20th, T20 equals, I need the first term, hey, they gave it to me, plus parentheses, they need n. Well, n is this number right here, it's your term number, so 20 minus 1, and I also need the common difference. To get the common difference, I need 2 terms right next to each other. Well, they give you the first term, and they give you the second term. So those are 2 terms right next to each other. So how far apart is 15 and 21? 15 and 21 are 6 apart. And then you just go type this straight in your calculator. So 15 plus parentheses 20 minus 1 times 6. 129. And that's it. You can do 31 the same way. 33 is going to be very similar, except this time it's not arithmetic, it's geometric. So we're going to use this equation. Okay. They want me to find the 12th term. So the 12th term equals the first term, which is 2 to the negative 4 times my r. To find my r, I need 2 consecutive terms. I have the first term and the second term. So to find r, I just have to divide them. I always type in the second one first. So we're going to have 2 raised to the negative 3 divided by 2 raised to the negative 4, which is 2. So my r is just 2 to the first, which is 2. So there's my r, and this is my T1. And I need to raise it to the n minus 1. My n is 12, so I'm going to raise it to the 12 minus 1, which is 11. So I'm going to type this in my calculator. 2 to the negative 4 times 2 to the 11th. So my answer is 128. On the back, when you're doing 37 and 39, 37 through 40, we're looking for n. Alright, so on 37, they tell me that it's an arithmetic sequence. So I know I need this formula up here. And I'm going to plug in what I know so that I can find n. So that means I need to know the last term, the first term, and the D. All right, so the last term is 336. The first term is 18. I'm looking for N, and remember your D is your common difference. So what am I having to do to 18 to get to 24? I'm having to add 6. And then you distribute the 6 and you solve for N. So I'll let you finish that one. 38 works the same way. 39 is a little bit different because it's asking about multiples. When you see this word multiples, it's not a formula, it's a process. So I want to know what multiples of 7 are between 30 and 300. The first thing you have to do is figure out what is the first number between 30 and 300 that I can divide by 7. Well, I can't divide 30, I can't divide 31, 32, 33, 34, oh, 35. The first number I can divide by 7 is 35. And then what comes after 35? 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42. And I could keep counting on my fingers, dot, 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 all the way to 300, but that would take a really long time. So here's the trick to finding this last number. To find this last number here, you take the last number they gave you, and you divide it by whatever the multiple is. So I'm going to divide by 7. I'm going to type that in my calculator. 300 divided by 7, and it gives me 42.85. 300 divided by 7, 42.85. And I don't care about this decimal. Just kind of whack it off. And all I really have now really is 42. So 42, I take whatever I got here without the decimal, and I multiply it by the 7. So now I go to do 42 times 7. It tells me it is 294. So the last number in this sequence is going to be 294. Now it's going to be a problem just like I had up here. I need my last number. Oh, I have it. 294. I need my first number. I have it. I don't know N. That's what I'm looking for. And then I need my common difference. Well, how far apart are these? Oh, multiples of 7. They're 7 apart. And then you're going to distribute and solve for N. 40 is going to work the same way. Now, 41 is a little bit harder. They want to know how many 4-digit numbers are not divisible by 11. In order to figure out how many 4-digit numbers are not divisible by 11, here's my hint. First, you have to figure out how many 4-digit numbers there are. So to figure that out, the first 4-digit number we have is 1,000. Dot, 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 dot. The last 4-digit number we have is 9,999. And those are just all one apart. So you'd have 9,999 equals 1,000 plus n minus 1 times 1. You go solve for n, and you'd find out how many 4-digit numbers there are. Then they want to know how many are not divisible by 11. So the only way I can figure this out is to figure out how many are divisible by 11. And then I'm going to subtract these two numbers. So I have to figure out what is the first number that's 4-digit divisible by 11. So we'll start off with 1,000 divided by 11. Nope. 1,001 divided by 11. Oh, there it is. That made it easy. So my first number is 1,001, dot, dot, dot. I need the last number, so we're going to do like what we did above. We're going to take my original last number, divide it by 11. Oh, I find out that it goes in evenly. So that is your last 4-digit number that's divisible by 11. So your first number, your last number is 9,999 equals my first number plus n minus 1. And how far are these apart? If they're divisible by 11, they're 11 apart. You're going to solve for n. You're going to get an answer. If they want to know how many are not divisible, you take the ones that are and you subtract them from the total, and that'll tell you what's left. All right, guys, good luck on your homework.